Welcome, Anna. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Susan. So I'm Anna Gallotti. I'm Italian, lived in France for 20 years, and then now I live between France and the United States. I've been a coach for the last 25 years. So doing individual, team, group coaching. I have a coaching school, the Group Coaching Institute, and I've been into AI very soon because I was the chair of the Thought Leadership Institute at ICF at the very beginning of ChatGPT. And this is where I discovered AI and AI in coaching. And then, as you know, I was part of the task force coaching and AI at ICF. And now I'm with you on the AI Coaching and AI Council, working very happily with you. And I do also research in coaching and AI with the Italian chapter, but also I published a research at Columbia. So I'm into the space and I love to learn, discover, so all what's new.
Perfect. Yes, and thank you so much for everything that you do for the community and the collaboration with the council and the wider community. Yeah. So the fireside chat is going to be an informal conversation, and I'm curious if we start the conversation by perhaps sharing an observation you may have had of a meaningful moment where you've observed human connection with AI coming together in coaching.
So I experienced AI in coaching myself because I have a sort of avatar of AI of myself. So I'm still building it. But the thing is, I made this choice because I wanted to my clients to have a coaching in between the sessions to sustain their action plan, and this is how I use it. So I would say it augments me, not me, my coaching. I would say the power of my coaching, and also helps my client to, sustain their action plan and to have a presence. I'm very clear with them that they need to use it carefully because it's a bot, it's not perfect. And that they need to use it only in the moment they need really to sustain their action plan, not every day, not becoming dependent on it, and always thinking with their own brain what they really want uh, beyond what the chatbot tells them or invite them to do. So for me, this is meaningful because I put the human at the center. And for me also, it's important to put the human choice at the center of all this process. Because at the end, we do not have to delegate our choices to AI, even if it seems super intelligent and knowing it all. We need to have our own choices of what is good for us. So this is what I tell my clients, and it's important because for me, the ultimate goal of coaching is to create autonomy, so to have our clients autonomous with their own objectives. And of course, if we give an AI, we need to strengthen this autonomy, not throw it from them.
Mm. And I like the way that you've introduced it as part of your practice, and you're being very clear about the guidance and where it's helpful and where it's not. So, and how are your clients? What comments might they make to you? What experiences are they sharing with you about how you're guiding them?
So it's funny because it's very new for them as for me. So we are learning on the way, and I'm very open with it because I'm still tweaking it so that it improves. So it's not far from perfect. Um, so it's I would say there is the fun part of the discovery, the mutual discovery, but also the surprise because they say, oh, it's powerful, it's useful.
Mm.
And we enjoy having these nudges from time to time from the chatbot because it keeps me on track with my objectives. And if I want, I connect with it. Otherwise, I don't. So I would say the fun part, and then the discovery, the surprise, and also, witnessing that is useful.
Mm.
And there are some clients who really like it, others less. So I leave them the freedom to decide if they want to use it or not, what they want to do with it. Uh, so it's a free trial, I would say.
Very good. And I guess as you're experimenting in that discovery space, as we experiment and learn with AI, how do we, what are the principles that we need to think through or keep to ensure AI remains human-centered, ethical, and inclusive?
Uh, so first of all, that's why I created, I would say, an avatar, not because I think highly of myself. It's more because I wanted to put my content, my philosophy. So I don't want to have a rogue AI, working for me and instead of me. So this is for me it's a very important principle. The other principle is that I inquired a lot about the confidentiality of the conversation. And the guy who's developing it told me also that I can go into the conversation. So this is a conversation I have with my client previously. And I asked them, do you want me to check on your conversation? Yes, no. How do you feel about it? So total transparency, that's a key element. As I said before, choice. And then also, I invite my client to discuss about it. Of course, it's not part of the whole session, but let's say 5 minutes in the session. How do you feel about it? Did you feel comfortable? So I continuously check if they feel comfortable with it, if they want to keep using it or not. So that's for me extremely important. And also, I ask them for feedback. Is talking about inclusiveness. Do you feel comfortable with it? Does it address properly to you? All this stuff that for me is extremely important, so that it's inclusive, they feel comfortable, and they are happy with it or not, and that's okay.
Mm, mm. And so if we imagine one shift that could positively shape the next chapter of coaching, what would it be?
So this is so it's the positively where because on one side, so I put some nuance here, because on one side, I think that it can positively shape coaching, because first of all, is a learning curve for us as coaches. So it's a moment where we need to reassess ourselves. What are our competencies as human coaches? What is our differentiator? So it challenges us, and for me, this is extremely positive because coaches were used to not to be challenged, apart from by the clients. But now we're challenged to become even better professionals. And for me, this is huge. This is really a big benefit. And myself, I challenge myself and I say, am I still a good professional? What do I need to change? Can I become even more human with my clients?
Mm.
So this is extremely positive for me. And the other positive thing is the learning curve, the collective learning curve. So it's important for me to create this community around AI, to share our experiences, to learn from each other, to reflect on when it's a benefit for the client or not. So to open up discussions among us, I think that's a meaningful discussions, of course.
Mm.
So that's a real plus for me. And that's why also I give conferences, because I like, to teach. I don't consider myself an expert because I'm still learning a lot. But to tell coaches, think by yourself, invite the client, think by themselves, the choices, the ethical aspects. So it brings us to question ourselves on fundamental topics, like the ethics, for
Mm.
example. So here again, this is very positive. And then the nuance is where the danger where us or our clients they rely too much on AI. So this for me is a huge point of attention. And the other challenge we may have as coaches, and I heard some coaches having it, is that their client they use AI as a coach. So they say, oh, ChatGPT, whoever, whatever, AI coach or not AI coach told me to do this and that, gave me this and that suggestions. And this is where we need to be mindful as coaches to bring back the client to what they want to avoid the dependency. Because for me, the biggest issue and danger is dependency.
Mm. Yes, yeah, no, absolutely. And as we start to close the fireside chat, there's just one area that I'd like to explore. So if you look on the horizon, what about coaching stays the same and what changes?
I would say coaching will not stay the same. I'm convinced that because things evolve, the world evolves beyond AI. So we need to evolve with our clients, with the world around us to stay connected to our clients as well. So, for example, what I tell coaches in my conferences is you cannot avoid AI. You can decide if you want to use it or not, but you need to know what's happening out there because your clients are heavily impacted by it. Uh, so in the horizon, the changes are, as I say, challenges for us to keep up, not much with the speed of AI, but with the being informed and to give our clients informed, food for thoughts.
Mm.
And the other thing is that the answer is that I don't know, because AI will bring societal changes, they will bring changes in the business. Everything I think will change because of AI, and not only AI. Uh, so our destiny, I would say, and I said it positively, is to change with the world.
Yep. Yep. To life-centered design, as I've talked about,
Exactly.
is beyond human-centered now. It's life-centered. So yeah.
Exactly. So we need to be actor and support our clients to be actors of their own life, whatever is happening outside
Mm.
uh, themselves.
Mm. Mm. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us today?
Um, I would like to share one thing is that wisdom is something that comes from experience. That's why I like to go back to Aristotle. As you know, I like this philosopher because he said that uh, we can learn the technique, we can learn information, but at the end of the day, the embodied experience is what stays with us and is profoundly human. And the other thing I would like to say is that AI makes mistakes, but we don't necessarily see them. And we need to accept to be vulnerable, that ourselves we make mistakes, and go beyond this illusion that AI will be perfect one day,
Mm.
because imperfection is inherently human. So it's part of us. And so if we accept that we make mistakes as coaches, we can invite our clients to open up to this vulnerability.
Mm. Mm. Very good. Well, Anna, thank you very much for your time today and sharing your experience and your insights. And it's great that you've created your own avatar, your little bot. That's great. It's interesting to hear about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan, for having me. It's a pleasure.